made some changes to my strategy last year, and I really want to share this because I think it's such a helpful lesson for all of us. This was about maybe a year and a half ago now, year and a half ago. Something was not feeling quite right to me. And because I love my work so much, and I actually really love running my business, the fact that something didn't feel right was really unsettling for me. And I struggled with it. Like, I really struggled with it. I've talked about this a lot. But what I really needed to do, even though I looked at lots of different options and I wasn't sure what was wrong, in quotation marks, what ultimately changed for me was I made a tiny tweak to my strategy. That's it. I made a tiny adjustment to my strategy. I used to market myself in two primary ways: one, networking events, and the other, social media. And all I did in the end, the only action I took in my business, was to change the percentage of time and to change the amount of time, energy, and effort that I was spending on those. And I did a little bit less on social media and a little bit more on networking. Ultimately, at the end of the day, that was the only thing I changed. But I had to go through a thought process. I had to really evaluate what was going on with me personally. Was something wrong with me with coaching? Was something wrong with the way I was running my business? What was really going on was the process that I needed to go through. And I think it's really beautiful to see that so often you can have moments in your business where it's just not quite right. Something doesn't feel good, or what used to light you up. I hear this so often. What used to light me up doesn't quite light me up the way it used to, and that can be scary and that doesn't feel good. But it doesn't always mean that the work itself is the problem. In fact, a lot of times it's not. It's just about moving and making changes in your business that then support you getting back into a better space creatively, or whatever it is that will solve, your fulfillment, feeling like it's back up there. And so all I want to share here is that do not ever underestimate the power of a tiny change. I talk a lot about big change, big transitions. I've helped clients through big business transitions, but what I do all day, every day, and what I do with most of my clients day in and day out, and what I do even with those clients who made big changes, what we did first, it's the daily, weekly, monthly, small, minor adjustments, tweaks. Do not underestimate the impact of a small change. It can give you such relief. It can really impact the business and financial results that you enjoy on the other side of those actions. The small adjustments can be really and truly the thing that changes the trajectory of your business. And I'm really, really good at helping you figure out what tiny change needs to be made. So if you haven't seen, I'm doing a sale on single coaching sessions, which I just don't do very often. Actually, I've never done a sale on single sessions, but I don't even do very many single sessions. But I've been talking a lot about service lately. I am really fired up about helping people to wrap up this year and start next year with a really good mindset, with a really solid foundation, with a really good, let's get back to business basics and let's do what needs to be done behind the scenes, whether it's your mindset or your strategy or both that needs a little adjustment. Let's get you where you want to go, because it's not time to throw in the towel. This year is not over. We still have 2 months left. And I, for one, am not stopping, and I hope that you don't either. And I really want to support you in whatever minor adjustment or big adjustment that you need to make. But most of the time, what tiny changes can you make today that will set your year up so beautifully for you next year and for the rest of this year? So take me up on it. Check the link in my bio. You can book a coaching session with me, and I'd love to help you find that tiny tweak that can make all the difference for you.